Hey everybody, it's your girl Brenda, and I know it has been forever and about a million days since I've done any sort of posting or videos. So for that, I do apologize. It's been a very busy first half of the year with work and different things that's been going on. I hope to be able to be more active over the summer and carrying into the fall and holidays. Um, but Roseanne, in all of her triflingness, it created great fodder for me today. So I had to come on and kind of just throw my 2 cents into the ring. Um, for those of you who possibly were, off of social media today or not following the news, or perhaps, in an act of self preservation, you've been living under a rock, which I can't say that I blame you in these recent times if that is the case. Roseanne threw out a tweet this morning, basically where she called Valerie Jarrett, who was a former Obama administration, whatever. I can't remember exactly what her role was, but she was part of the Obama administration, and she's still relatively active politically and as a pundit and so on and so forth. But anyway, Roseanne threw out a tweet equating her to an ape, to a Muslim ape, I believe was the phrasing. And that is problematic on so many different levels, but mainly because, for those of you who may not be aware, who may not understand why this would be deemed problematic, there's a long history in this country of equating black people to monkey or to apes or whatever. So I'm sure a lot of you saw depictions of President and Mrs. Obama as monkeys and or apes, or just them flat out being called as such in, different people's postings and musings or whatever on social media. It does have some pretty significant racial connotations, and it is just derogatory. So, Roseanne, as someone who is well into her 60s and who grew up in an age of desegregation and who grew up in an age of political awareness and the civil rights era and so on and so forth, she really should have known better. But the fact that she didn't also speaks to her character. So I would venture to say that this is who she is, that she is indeed someone who is either racist or has racist tendencies. And I would love to say that I feel bad for her show being canceled, but the fact of the matter is that I don't. She did this to herself. So I do feel bad for her fellow castmates. I feel bad for the crew and those people behind the scenes who were counting on, these weekly or monthly coins to support their families. I hope that they're able to be reassigned to other shows within the ABC community. But Roseanne really should have known better, particularly since, her new boss, Channing Dungay, is a black woman. And also particularly since one of her executive producers was Wanda Sykes, also a black woman. So her comments were tone deaf. Her apology I find to be insincere. I think she really only apologized simply because she was called to the carpet and was probably made to feel embarrassed, as she should. But do I believe her apology to be sincere? No. Do I believe it to be convenient and in an effort to save her ass? Absolutely. So with that said, those are my thoughts on it. I don't believe that she's sorry. I believe this is who she is. This is who she's always shown herself to be. This isn't the first time that she's made derogatory or inflammatory or racist statements against people who are maybe a bit more left-leaning or people of color. This is just the first time that she's really and truly been called to the carpet for it, and that it's had some really serious repercussions for her. It's unfortunate that it's going to affect the rest of her cast and crew because she was that short-sighted. But she did this to herself. So, with that, y'all be good. Feel free to comment below or shoot me an inbox, or you can email me at biggirletiquette@gmail.com, or just go ahead and, you can put a separate visitors post on my page, whatever you feel free, or whatever you feel like doing, feel free. But I would encourage you to engage in the conversation. Y'all be good.